In 1829, Robert Stephenson created this behind me, the steam locomotive. And in 1904 it was brought to the Transvaal. I think it's testament to our need and want to go very, very quickly in something large, powerful, and imposing. As with that massive, mighty locomotive that we looked at, this is black, it's large, and it's imposing. This is impressive power. This is the Mercedes-Benz E43 AMG. Within this segment and class of vehicle, modern times have brought us a wealth of technology. Take the new Volvo S90 with its pilot-assisted drive, the BMW 5 Series, that of the Jaguar XF. They all come with a spattering of driver assistance features and an array of technology that was previously only found in the big boy saloons, the likes of the S-Class and the 7 Series, or that of something like an Audi A8 or Jaguar XJ. Well, now this is the latest in the E-Class lineup, and much like that of its predecessor, and in fact much like that of the larger, even more executive S-Class saloon, it is dripping with the latest of driver assistance features and technology, which really basically make it a slightly scaled down version of the S-Class. It is monumentally impressive what it can do. Now, just like the image this car portrays on the outside, the interior is hugely impressive. It doesn't feel a long departure, in fact, from that of the S-Class. So as you can see, it's got the uprated system here in terms of multimedia, two massive 12.3-inch displays, the driver's display, for example, here with the instrumentation, completely customizable. You can slide through a host of settings here. So for example, right now I've got on what they call a progressive mode. I can change the design, however. Let's get something a little bit more racy. Let's hit sport mode. Now suddenly it goes yellow and bright and vibrant. You get AMG style dials and you can customize it. So I've got navigation in the one ring, the speedometer in the other. Of course, this being the AMG edition, you get swathes of carbon in here, large carbon panels, and it still remains elegant, this being an E-Class, so you get an analog clock. It's easy to use the system. You've got a handwriting pad, you've got a jog dial at the center, and it's your Mercedes-Benz command interface. You've got the likes of satellite radio, Apple's CarPlay, and Android Auto as well. Now the system I've got currently fitted, it's got Burmester audio. That's an optional extra, as is the larger display at the front, but it really is an impressive and well worth having spec. Overall, you can also customize a lot of what goes on in the vehicle, including the mood. Right now I've got the light set to a dim red color for the AMG style, but there are 64 shades of lighting available in the ambient light settings. There really is loads and loads of customization and choice here, and it's all in keeping with the sporty yet elegant feel, as are these, the red seat belts. But enough about talking about the interior, let's feel some of this AMG power out on the road again. In the old days, there was, for example, the 55 AMG, a C55, an SL55. Now you get the likes of an E-Class, you get the mighty 63, which will do 0 to 100 in a claimed 3.3 seconds. An absolute monster of a thing. And then you get this one, the 43, slightly more toned down, it could be argued, but still has the ability to unleash a bit of an animal if the mood takes you. You see, it's got a 3-litre turbocharged V6 motor. It develops a whopping 295 kilowatts of power and 520 newton meters of torque, and the result is 0 to 100 in a mere 4.6 seconds. You can waft along like I'm doing now in a comfort mode, complete quietness, elegance and luxury. When I say luxury, it is really like the S-Class in here. It is a beautifully appointed cabin. In this case, I've got it with some optional extras, the two massive displays up ahead, 12.3 inches each. It's got every imaginable feature you can think of, and it's even got the self-drive feature in which it'll take over for you, including the steering. I can simply let go here, cruise along, and it's steering for me, it's braking for me, and it's making sure that I can sit here talking to you while it keeps me in line and in check at all times. All it requires of me is to be a little bit alert and occasionally just touch the steering wheel to keep it alert that I'm here and I'm actually active in the vehicle, and ultimately it's doing everything for me. It is really quite something. But then again, that's kind of wasting a car like this, because of course this is the E43, it's an AMG, so I think what you really want to do is make sure you pop it back down into Sport Plus mode, put the suspension into Sport Plus so it's firmer and the dampening is better and ultimately tighter on the corners, drop a couple of gears, and then suddenly this car really springs to life. Now it is extremely quick, it grips like nothing, and even the engine, though a little bit toned down here on the E-Class, sounds absolutely beautiful. It is a proper little thriller to drive, gripping, electrifying, fun in the Benz, and ultimately sounds great. This is really what Mercedes-AMG is about. It's the beautiful elegance, the features, the comfort, the quality, but ultimately, at the drop of a hat, it also becomes the Night Stalker, which lets you have all the fun you feel like having.
Technobuck.